Okay, this one time on the psych ward, we were in the arts and craft room, and I made a hat for an egg. This one time on the psych ward, there was this guy Richie, and he is retarded, so every time I saw him, I was like, This one time on the psych ward, I took all the Dixie cups from everybody's room, and I made a tower that spiraled from the floor to the ceiling. Then I took all the nurses into my room, and I kicked it. This one time on the psych ward, there was this old man, and he was really mean. They wouldn't let him have a cigarette, so he pooped his pants on purpose. This one time on the psych ward, there was this old lady, and she didn't have any teeth, and she pushed this dining cart around all day with half a rotten apple and a plastic spoon on it. This one time on the psych ward, there was this other lady that every time you walked by, she'd grab you, and the nurses would have to come and pry your fingers off. This one time on the psych ward, this is really hot guy. So I took him back to my room, and we were in the bathroom, and the nurses walked in as he, well, never mind. Okay, most embarrassing moment. Okay, true story. Okay, I was about 19, living in Madison. I go into one of the sex shops, State Street Arcade on State Street. And I got this, like, rather large vibrating dildo. So I go up to the counter to pay for it, and there's, like, these three guys at the counter. So anyways, I bought the dildo, took it home. I took it out of the bag where I realized that one of the guys had slipped me his phone number. Okay. Second most embarrassing moment. I was in cross country when I was in high school. And if you were late for practice, the coach would make you do push-ups. So one day, me and two other girls were late for practice. So the coach made us do 20 push-ups. So we were all doing our push-ups, and I thought I was doing really good and everything. And then people start laughing. And then the other two girls I'm doing push-ups with, they start laughing. They stop. And they're like, Charlie, this is what you're doing. Okay, I had this vision the other day. God spoke to me, and he said, you're an anarchist. And I thought about it for a little while, and I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, I'm not into government or anything. And he's like, no. You're the Antichrist. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense because I did just get that restraining order from Jesus. Okay, you know that hip-hop dance move? It's kind of going out of style now where they go like this?
Yeah.
Well, here's my version of it. Okay, you know that sign at the gas station that says, no shoes, no shirt, no service? Well, have you ever really thought about it? What if you went in just wearing shirts and shoes, like nothing else, no pants, no underwear? Do you think they'd serve you? I gave myself a pedicure today. It consisted of ripping off my toenails and picking off my calluses. Got my feet ready for summer. Here's a good way to scare off a weirdo. A little more advice for you. You're at the bar, some weirdo asks you to dance. Well, when it comes to weirdos and wackos, you either got to out-weird them or out-whack them, kind of fight fire with fire. So you'll say, sure, I'll dance with you, but just so you know, I dance like this. Here's a good way to have phone sex. You take your phone, take your friend's phone. No, really, here's a good way to have phone sex. So, what are you wearing? You know what I'm wearing? Shaving cream. No, really, you know what I'm wearing? Bacon and eggs. You want to come on over? I don't have a weird aunt. My cousins do. Here's a little story I'd like to call Hot Cop. So it's about 10:30 on a Saturday night. I'm listening to little Stacy's mom on the radio. Get this knock at the door. Look through the peephole. I don't know who it is. I open the door. Friggin' hottest guy I've ever seen in a cop uniform. He's like, ma'am, there's been a complaint. Your music is too loud. There's a 10:30 ordinance. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. 2 weeks later, I'm getting out of the bar. There's the same cop working outside the bar. So I go up to him. I'm like, I'm going to go home and play my music too loud. Maybe I'll see you later. Okay, here's one more for you. This is a little Zen Buddhist mind-clearing joke. What does an atheist put on their dashboard? All right, thank you.
What does an atheist put on their